Welcome to ETH, News and Headlines from a Prophetic Perspective. Here at End Time Headlines, our mission is to inform our listeners of the times and seasons in which we are in. In Luke 21:28, we are told, when you begin to see all these things come to pass, lift up your heads. Your redemption is drawing near. And now, founder and pastor of End Time Headlines, Ricky Scaparo.
Be able to see me. Thank you guys for joining me here on YouTube. I know you can't see me on YouTube, but you guys can see me on Periscope. But I'm going to flip this around. I got to show you something. A brother of mine, somebody that showed me this, he's a follower of End Time Headlines. So Lewis, there he is, Lewis right there. He brought up some stuff to me the other day. It was probably a couple weeks ago that I'm about to show you, and I put some other stuff together with it that I think you're going to find very intriguing, that I want to show you this. But there is something interesting that's going to be taking place in 2017, and it's August. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this is End Time Headlines for this segment. I'm going to talk about an interesting location for something that's going to happen in 2017. Let me just read this. This is from eclipse2017.org. Again, this is eclipse2017.org. If you're watching here by YouTube, you can see what I'm looking at here. If you guys want to go there, you can find out. But this is a developing thing. So I'm really kind of jumping the gun on this. I may do a further teaching on this when we get all the information gathered. But this is enough to chew on, and you guys, I'm going to send you guys on and do your own little homework so you guys can dig. I know some of you guys like digging for these things and looking and finding intriguing stuff. So what I'm talking about today is something that I find interesting. It's one of them things that make you go, okay? So someone says it's trying to focus, probably because I'm moving around so much. So again, let me read this. This is eclipse2017.org. Before I do that, let me give you some scripture, okay? Because I know you want some Bible verses for this, so we're going to give you that, okay? Luke 21:10. And then he said unto them, nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be earthquakes in various places and famines and pestilences, and there will be fearful sights and great signs from heaven, okay? And then we're going to go down to Joel chapter 2. This is Joel chapter 2, very familiar passage, Joel 2:28 through 31. And it shall come to pass afterward that I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also on my men servants and maid servants I'll pour out my spirit in those days. And I will show wonders in the heavens and the earth, blood, fire, and pillars of smoke. Have you seen the volcanic activity that's taking place around the world? Even Mount St. Helens, for the first time since the 1980s, is recharging. There's tremors going on, earthquake swarms. I thought that people are saying that they're afraid that it's going to re-erupt again. And it shall come to pass, listen to this, it says, I will show wonders in the heavens and earth, blood, fires, and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. Now let me read this again. This is eclipse2017.org. Okay, people from all over the world will begin to converge on the United States, except for people returning home, visiting family, or conducting business, is what happens to be just exactly the right time in history. These people who make it to a point to travel to wherever the moon's shadow is going to touch the earth. And position themselves in a spot carefully chosen, sometimes years in advance, to ensure that they see the sight. We're talking about a full solar eclipse. These people will make contingency travel plans in case of last-minute clouds. These people will fill hotel rooms, sometimes inadvertently displacing locals from their homes as space gets hard to come by. These people will travel through miles of desert or forest or frozen wasteland, braving the harshest conditions for a short glimpse at an eclipsed sun. Here we go. These people are coming to America because for the first time listen to me, guys, in 26 years, a total solar eclipse will occur in the United States and we will play host to the world's eclipse chasers. Again, I'm giving you a quote. For those of us who already live here but have never seen an eclipse, this is the opportunity of a lifetime to see the most beautiful thing on the planet and make not even have to get on an airplane to get it. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You guys can see this on YouTube, so I'm going to flip this around on Periscope so you guys can see this. So bear with me on this. All right. Here is the line. Let me see. I don't think I can zoom in. Let me see if yeah, here we go. This is the line of visibility. See these blue? Let me get up here. I can see you guys. See these blue lines with the two blue lines in the pink. This is the visibility of this full solar eclipse. I want to show you where it goes through. Look at this. Okay. This is all the visibility. Okay. Now I want to show you something very intriguing. Okay. This is from NASA's site. I'm getting ready to switch it over. Okay. Here, you can see this here. Let me back out. Hold on. Total solar eclipse of August 21st. By the way, that's the date of this eclipse, 2017. Okay? Now, here is the greatest visibility of eclipse. It's going to get heavy. Ready? Some of you all get this. I'm going to zoom in where this X is. Look where this X is. This is the greatest visibility of this total solar eclipse in 2017. By the way, first time in what, 20, how long was it? Let's go back here. I can't remember. Let me scroll down here. 26 years. For the first time in 26 years. Hold on, this is hard to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, in case you don't know where that is, I know it's shaky, guys. All right. That, my friends, is dead spot on the New Madrid fault line. Okay? Again, dead smack on the New Madrid fault line. I'm in Cleveland, Tennessee is where I'm at right now, but I will only be here until Friday, and then I will be moving back to my hometown of Indiana and Kentucky. So consequently enough, I will be able to see this solar eclipse next year when it happens. Now I'm going to zoom back out, guys. Again, I'll have this on YouTube. Look at this. Just so you don't think I'm making this up. Here's the whole globe, and you can see, again, you can find this on YouTube, guys. Total solar eclipse 2017, August 21st. Okay, now I'm going to turn you around. Bear with me for just a second. And I'm going to give you some information. Okay? August 17, 2017 is when this total full solar eclipse, by the way, the focal crosshairs focal point of the greatest visibility of this thing, where they put this dot, is on the New Madrid fault line. Now, again, August 21st, 2017 is when this is going to happen. Now, look, you guys can't see this on Periscope, but you guys on YouTube can see this. So this is on Wikipedia. August 17th, which is only a few days from this event of 1865. So it's almost, consequently, it's right on, almost near the anniversary date of the 1865 Memphis earthquake that struck the southwest Tennessee near the Mississippi River in the United States on August 17th. Again, we're talking, guys, just a few days, within a week's time, in a time span, consequently, almost to the anniversary date. August 17th, that's the year that my mom died in 2005. That's easy for me to remember, okay? Again, the 1865 Memphis quake struck southwest Tennessee near the Mississippi River in the United States on August 17th. Soon after the magnitude 5.0 earthquake hit, observers said the earthquake appeared to, it produced waves that formed in nearby rivers. The force of the earthquake felled and cracked chimneys in Memphis and New Madrid, Missouri. Okay, on the other side of the Mississippi, shaking from the earthquake spread as far as St. Louis, Missouri, Jackson, Mississippi, and Illinois. Okay, um, shaking from the earthquake spread as far again to these locations, apart from the 1811, 1812 New Madrid quakes. By the way, those were the big ones, guys. Those are the ones that pushed the Mississippi River to run backwards. It rang bells hundreds of miles away. It caused geysers to come out. It formed lakes. It did some major damage. They said, in fact, here's some articles, guys. That I pulled up here real quick. Quote, this is recent. Let me go to the older one, and then I'll go to the recent one here. Quote, a New Madrid earthquake is coming, and America will be shaken like never before. Again, this is a headline that we posted back in January 30th of this year. A New Madrid earthquake is coming, and America will be shaken like never before. Most Americans expect the next great earthquake in the U.S. to come on the West Coast. We've been hearing this. Seismologists have been saying this. Scientists have been saying this. But what if it strikes right down the middle? Now, guys, I got to show you this again. Let me take you here for a second. Again, you guys on YouTube, bear with me. Look at this map. Here's the article. A New Madrid earthquake is coming, and America will be shaking like never before. Look. See that? There, that's what I was talking about, guys. There's the New Madrid. Look at this dot. Look where this is at. New Madrid 1811. That's where it struck. That's where all the damage, the river running backwards, the new lakes, the new geysers. Now let me go back over here. I just want to show you this, okay? All right. Let me zoom in. See that? Look at that. Is that not crazy, guys? I mean, this may not do nothing for you, but that's crazy, okay? I'm like, wow. So let me back out of here again. This is the greatest eclipse location, and then we go over to this map, and it shows you. Look at that, guys. I mean, you can't get any more spot on than that. So again, I'm gonna turn you back around here. It's kind of hard to do this when you go from YouTube to Periscope. Okay, the New Madrid fault zone is 6 times larger than the San Andreas fault zone in California, and it covers portions of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Mississippi. Now, I'm going to go back here to this the eclipse2017.org. Now listen to this. On the western side, particularly in the southeastern parts of the United States, in the south, listen to the states that's going to have the visibility of this solar eclipse in 2017. Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia. Come on. Sound familiar? Again, wow. I mean, this is interesting. What am I talking about? Again, Jesus said there'll be great and fearful signs from heaven. Joel said, he said there'll be blood, fire, pillars of smoke, volcanic eruptions. The sun will be turned into darkness, the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. Now, let me give you a recent one. Quote, was the Kentucky earthquake on the New Madrid fault a prelude? This was back in May, the very 1st of May of 2016. There was a magnitude 3.5 earthquake that struck western Kentucky. Some of you guys will remember that. Some of you may even felt that if you're watching by YouTube or by Periscope. And it was felt in 3 other states. Again, back in back in May 1st of this year. A 3.5 magnitude earthquake struck on the New Madrid, guys, on this fault line in western Kentucky, was felt in 3 other states. Okay, so again, Michael Snyder did a wonderful job in giving you the information similar to what I'm doing here. He put it together. He talks about the New Madrid fault, the 1811, 1812 earthquake. Same thing I'm doing here. And he talks about how it's overdue. It's over 200 years old. And they're saying, now look, this, guys, this should get you, listen what I'm talking about. This is not to put fear in you, but it's to inform you of the times and seasons in which we're in, okay? news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. Here we have, right, I'm getting ready to close this segment. Here we have seismologists and experts warning that the Cascadian fault line, the San Andreas fault line, is overdue and it's about to burst, producing a megaquake and a tsunami on the west coast. And now we have experts warning that the New Madrid fault line that erupted in 1811, 1812, that if the same earthquake was to happen today, the damage would be catastrophic because there was not the population that there is today that there was then. Okay? And they're saying it's overdue. So you've got two major fault lines that are well overdue, and we have a full solar eclipse for the first time in 23 years that will be visible in the United States of America from the west coast to the east coast. Howbeit it stretches all the way through the center, the midsection of the United States, and it just so happens. So yes, I'm leaving Cleveland, Tennessee. It just so happens that the bullseye focal point, guys, is dead on the New Madrid fault line. Guys, we need to be paying attention. That's all I'm saying. Now, am I saying that there's going to be an earthquake in 2017? No, I'm not. But I'm saying that it could be. Sure. What's going to happen with Israel? Are we going to divide Israel? Could this be the focal point? Is this a sign that the Lord is trying to give those who have discernment, saying, look, pay attention, because could the New Madrid be the chess piece? Could it be the focal point? And the Lord saying, if you try to divide my land, I'll surely break those nations in pieces. So guys, pay attention to what's going on. Again, let me give you this. I'm going to drop it heavy on you right now. Ready? This is a whole other teaching. I shouldn't even talk about this, but I'm going to give you one little nugget from this, and we'll do a whole segment. I always do this every year, but just I'm going to throw this out there for you to chew on. Every year, on the Hebraic calendar, the year on the Jewish calendar, there's Hebraic letters that make up that year. For example, this year in 2016, on the Hebraic calendar, when you take the letters of the Hebrew alphabet and you translate them to numerical values, there's symbols and they mean things. So in this year, it's the year of the tent peg, okay, and it's also the year of Av, or the number 6. So I said, I don't know if you'll remember this, but Jason Armstrong and I, way back when in September of last year, because I believe that our calendar really starts in September and not in January, because I believe we go by the Hebrew calendar, God's calendar, but September is the beginning of the year. I said that begin to watch the next 12 months, because you're going to see the year of the tent peg and the year of Vav, or the number 6. So I said you'll see an increase, and you can go back. It's on YouTube. It's there. It's recorded. You can watch it. You're going to see an increase of the technology of the mark of the beast being accelerated with the RFID chips, the hand scans, the implants, and sure enough, are we not seeing that, guys? And I said you'll see an increase of a new world order, new world religion. You're going to see all this because it ties in with the number 6. I don't have time to develop all that. You have to go back and watch that. But then the year of the tent peg, I said you'll start seeing tent meetings, tent revivals, and Jason did an excellent job on doing that aspect, because I did more of the prophecy aspect and he did more of the practical aspect. But watch this. You ready for this? But the year 2017 coming up, and I'll do this in September and we'll go full detail of this, but you want to know what the symbol is for 2017? It's a sword. Let me say it again. It's a sword. Do you know what a sword represents in the Bible? It represents war. Now, in case you didn't see this, let me pull this up. This is our main website. I want to scroll down. Okay, look at this headline. And I'll give you this headline. You can go back and watch this, but you guys on YouTube can see this. Here's a headline of an article we posted today on our main website, endtimeheadlines.org, endtimeheadlines.com. A former NATO deputy military chief is now warning the nations of the world that America could see a nuclear war with Russia in 2017. Wow. And when I saw that, it made my hair stand up because, again, this guy has no idea about a sword coming, being the Hebraic numerical value and all this stuff. But I understand this. So again, could 2017 be the real year that we see this rocking and rolling of the prophetic events accelerating? So I knew you guys would enjoy this. So again, chew on this. Watch. Keep an eye out for these things, guys. Be watchmen. Jesus said you can see, you look at the sky and you can tell when it's going to storm and when there's going to be fair weather. He says, but you don't even recognize the times and seasons that are before you. So we're giving you information. We're giving you revelation. So we're gonna pray and see if the Lord will actually bring manifestation. So we need to be praying about these events. We need to be in intercession about these things, and we'll put these things together. We'll see what happens, guys, in the next 12 months as this thing accelerates. Remember, the new year will begin in 2000. The new year will begin in September of this year. So we're going to see. We only got a few more months. We'll see how these things accelerate. So again, this is Ricky Scaparo. This is End Time Headlines. You can follow us endtimeheadlines.org, endtimeheadlines.com. Where you can get all these news and headlines from a prophetic perspective, practical words, and such. So again, love you guys. God bless you. We'll see you next time.